영업의 본질은 말솜씨가 아닙니다. 고객은 당신의 기술이 아니라 당신의 확신을 삽니다.
I have 4 boards up here. We don't have that much time today because I love to talk, by the way. I talk all day. So on one side you have the inner world, which represents all the things that happen up here between your ears before you ever go out into the world and take action. It's your mindset for success. And on the other side, you have what's called the outer world, which are the real world strategies that you employ, that you utilize to actually get what you want. You set yourself up here and execute here. One without the other, it is really hard to achieve at any reasonable level. The good news is that there are really quantifiable and easy to learn, I call them pillars or distinctions for each of these worlds. There are 4 on the inner world. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go through them very quickly here just to give you highlights on this stuff. The first one I mentioned is called state management. Now, when it comes to selling, in particular,
당신의 확신은 용광로와 같습니다. 스스로를 믿지 못하면 고객의 마음은 절대 열리지 않습니다.
it gets even more complex because at the highest level, what sales really is the transference of emotion. And the primary emotion that you transfer is the emotion of certainty. Certainty that the product that you're offering, the solution makes sense. It's got the best value proposition, the best cost-benefit ratio. It's going to fill their needs, resolve their pain, eliminate their worries. Very important in insurance. So you have that component, the actual product itself. There's certainty they can trust you, that you're there with their best interest at heart, not just a sleazy salesperson trying to ram any policy down their throat to make a buck. Because let's face it, if they think you got the greatest policy in the world, but they don't trust you, will they buy from you? No way. If they really love it, they'll go find the same policy and buy from somewhere else. And thirdly, the company that stands behind the product is actually going to be there for the long term as well. You're transferring certainty.
아무리 기술이 좋아도 내면의 확신이 없으면 아무것도 팔 수 없습니다. 당신은 퍼니스입니까?
You have to show up in a state of absolute certainty that your product is the best, that you are the best. When I say the best, I mean the most ethical, the most knowledgeable, the best for them, a resource for them. Your company is the best, and you use the straight line to transfer the certainty. 2 sides to the equation. So state management is crucial. The second element here are called your beliefs. And I'll go quickly here. There are certain beliefs that lead us to success. We call them empowering beliefs. And there's other beliefs that are very disempowering. We call them limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are, I think it's difficult to make money. Selling is evil. Okay, I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm not meant for greatness. All these beliefs. I don't have time to go into the whole belief thing. As hopefully you guys have done some work in self-development. I didn't invent this stuff, right? It's out there. But you have to root out limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering beliefs. And there's ways to do that because here's the deal. We're all held down by our lowest level limiting belief. It's almost like, imagine a beautiful Ferrari race car, right? Cherry red chassis, beautiful sleek body, 500 horsepower engine or more, 12 cylinders, 4 valves per, capable of going 240 miles an hour. But if there's a governor on the engine stopping the flow of gas, I don't care how fast the car could go, it's not going over 55. That's what a limiting belief does. It sits on your life and stops you from charging forward when you should and causes you to pull back when you should. And we all have them. If you don't think you have one, then guess what? You just found your first limiting belief. We all have some. You got to root them out, right? Moving forward quickly because we have not much time here, right? Number 3, something I call vision focus. To have what I call a fully integrated vision for your future. Meaning, where do I see myself in 5 years from now, and why does it matter to me? Your why. Why do I want to get what I want to get? It's not just money. Your why can't be money. I'll save it for the end. The last thing I'll circle back to, so I want to move forward and circle back and close with your why. And then what we have are these goals that we set that connect us to our vision. There's daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, annual goals. But our vision is long term.
목표가 너무 낮으면 당신의 뇌는 성장을 멈춥니다. 스스로를 더 높은 곳으로 던지세요.
I'm dead serious, guys. They set their goals too low and they hit them because the enemy of great is good. Because when you're doing okay, you're good, there's no pain, there's no impetus to change. The enemy of great is good. I say to people, I want you to raise your hand as high as you possibly can. Do it now. Raise it as high as you possibly can. And there's a little bit more. What the fuck is that about? Like, I said it the first time, as high as you can. And then I'm like, oh, you really mean it this time. And it's a little bit above. So, like, when I say stretch, I'm not saying your goal, I'm going to personally outdo Warren Buffett's entire company next year. That's my goal. That's nonsense. Right? That's not achievable. That's not a stretch. That's fiction. It's fantasy. And your brain will call bullshit. Has no power. I want you to set a lofty goal that's achievable, but it's a stretch. And you'll fall just short of it. And that's okay. Because you're not emotionally attached to the outcome. Your goal is meant to serve as a guide for you, to show you whether you're heading generally in the right direction or the wrong direction. They're signposts, and your goals connect up to this vision for your future. They focus on their fears and their problems.
실패가 두려워 문제 속에 살지 마십시오. 오늘부터는 당신의 비전과 해결책에만 집중하십시오.
They're crashing right through. It's almost like living in the problem is the typical saying, versus focusing forward on the solution. I have great stories I can tell you. We got to move forward here. It's an important point. I'll circle back to vision at the end. And the last one here, the last pillar of this inner game is called standards. And it's the stand. I know my handwriting's terrible. The standard actually is the word standard. And the standard is what that level, it's your set point. It's what you hold yourself to, what you must achieve, and what you will not settle for less than. We have set points for everything in life. We have set points for our weight. We have set points for our physical body. We have set points for our relationship with God. We have set points for our relationship with other human beings. We have set points for money. We have set points for giving and significance. We have set points for everything. That's that level where you feel like you burn, that where you belong. When you are below that, you have angst. You feel uncomfortable. You work really hard. When you hit it, what do? You're like, it's like a thermostat. That house with the furnace and the ductwork, it also has a thermostat that says, here's where we belong.